All right, guys, and we are live tonight from the Outer Rim in what is another gorgeous night here. And guys, we are back, and it is my man, Cubs fan Han. Say hello to the people, brother.
I have missed this channel. I have missed being with your people. It's been too long, Urza.
Yeah, I had a few rough weeks there at work, and you were moving, and we're both family men. So
new crib, new setup, and I understand you adjusted your setup too, right?
Yeah, I have a very familiar face back here in Carbonite, and he's looking damn fine.
Dude, when you show me what you bought, I had so much envy. That is amazing. that out of every Star Wars YouTuber, period. That is the coolest backdrop that you could possibly own. That is amazing.
I told Miss Tron, I'm like, no one has this, baby. If we just do it this one time. And she greenlighted it, man. So here we are. But we're not here to talk about my man Carbonite Han. We got Cubs fans.
I wish we were. I wish that was all we were going to talk about. We're gonna start with the Anakin, the alleged nerf. Right?
Yes, the alleged nerf. Let's just get right to it, brother.
So based on my read of the community right now, everyone's totally fine with Anakin getting nerfed. That seems to be something that would sit well with everyone.
Everybody likes that idea. And by we mean everybody is just cringing and just very angry about everything right now.
I was talking about everyone at Capital Games.
Yes.
Not the players.
So, I will tell you what, man. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the damage he's putting up. It's a free-to-play character. Was it too much? Should it be pulled back? I'm thinking 20 to 30% damage reduction on the AoE and the basic, and maybe they look at the bonus turn is only for maybe some sort of Galactic Republic thing or something. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know if I'm 100% with you, and I promise this is not fan service here by saying this, but to me, the biggest glaring weakness of Anakin that I can't get over is that he sucks on defense against these Darth Revan teams. I haven't seen a video yet of anyone genuinely struggling against these teams, and so to me, you look at CLS Han Chewie. If you mod that team right, put C-3PO in there, they're going to just destroy those teams. And Han Solo, a free-to-play character, is a big part of that, dealing pretty similar damage, just maybe not on AoE. And so, but you can slice through him on defense. And so, because he's not good on defense, I feel like it's fine. Just leave it as is.
Yeah, right. And here's the other thing. Maybe they let it ride for a week. Get the data they need.
Yeah.
And if he takes over the meta, then it's a problem. But if he brings diversity to the meta, maybe they just let it breathe a little bit. But I get it, right? If they let it breathe too long and then they try and change it later, it'll be an uprising, right?
Yeah, and that's why they do. I always respect when these changes come and they come fast. I respect the speed at which Capital Games acts on these things because I don't want it to sit forever. But to me, the problem that this is revealing is not a problem with Anakin. It's not a problem with Malak. It's not a problem with anything but the testing that is clearly not adequate. And we've seen this with a couple releases in a row, both with, Palpatine needing to get a nerf and now allegedly Anakin needing to get a nerf. We shouldn't be in this position, in my opinion. It should be tested adequately. And obviously some things are going to pass through the cracks, and maybe some things are going to be really, complicated theory craft. Like Stormtrooper Han, for example, when he needed a nerf in the Sith raid, there's only so much testing you can do. That was super, and it took us a little bit as the community to find it. But to me, Anakin against Malak.
Right.
Anakin versus the meta. How does that not get tested? I don't know. And maybe they did. Maybe they didn't have it modded right. But anyway, I digress. I think that the real issue here is testing needs to be adequate so we don't have a position where we need to nerf.
And we will get to testing. I think we're going to cover that on your channel. It's down there in the rundown on the left, public testing. We will get there.
Yes.
But let's shift focus now to TB Geonosis. You've seen
happy
the work in progress. Yeah, happy stuff, man. You've seen the work in progress map that they've shown here. It's got you got your Republic class Star Destroyer up top. It's got the arena. Lots of speculation here. They mentioned that one of the beasts in Attack of the Clones, one of the three in that arena scene, will be a potential level. So they also said, Cubs, that it's going to be a dark side focus this first run. How are you imagining this going?
I just want one thing, ladies and gentlemen. One thing, and that is midriff Padme. That's it. I don't care how she comes. I don't care. I don't care how she comes. Just give me the woman, okay?
I think a lot of Star Wars fans would totally agree with you. Do you think it'll be like a Rolo type mission requiring the Geos to potentially get a Padme? You think that's how they're going to play it, or will she be some sort of maybe she'll be sort of reward later in the mission? What are you thinking?
So here's what I would look at. They got to have a way to incentivize us to farm, right? That's what they did with every other the other 2 territory battles we've had. And so we're on Geonosis. A lot of people don't have their bugs farmed. And so to me, it makes all the sense in the world that they're going to incentivize us to farm those bugs. The other characters I think that would make a lot of sense for them to incentivize us to farm are General Grievous, B1, and Droideka, because they are very much connected to that era, and they're characters that not a lot of people passed on, or that free-to-play players just haven't got yet. And so, I'm looking at what are the characters that make sense in that area of Star Wars, and who do we not have? Who does everybody not have? And you can almost guarantee that those are the characters that we're going to need somewhere.
Yeah. Now here's the counterpoint, brother.
Don't counterpoint
me. We've got 4 Geos in the game: Poggle, Spy, Soldier, and Sunfac. I would say most people have Soldier. Most people have Poggle because he's so easy to get.
Yes.
And the gearing requirements are not super intense on those guys.
Right.
So that leads me to believe we would probably see 2 other Geonosian type characters that would fit in that faction. I just can't imagine that they would put their eggs in that basket if they're trying to drive up sales around gear.
Their bug eggs.
It seems to me that they would have some sort of, think of like when light side territory battles first deployed, and it was North Face Han. Cholo. It was him. And they had a pack with him. And then you needed him at 4 stars in order to do the mission, remember?
Right.
So it's got to be something like that. Maybe that's how they do their 5th Geonosian there, so you have the full squad. And maybe his gear is a bit intense, and maybe it's like a 4 or 5 star requirement. Right. I mean, that's just speculation on my part, but it seems like it would fit the bill, kind of mirroring what they did for light side TB.
I can buy that. And I mean, look, we're on Geonosis. We're gonna be in the arena where all the it makes so much sense to me that we'd have more bugs. I think it makes sense. So yeah, I can buy it. I can get behind it.
All right. So let's move on here. Let's go talk 3v3. It's firing tomorrow night. Everybody loves some 3v3 Grand Arena.
The hall is ready.
The hall, you better believe. No. So we're talking Malak. Both of us got Malak.
Yes.
And what's your Malak looking like these days?
The gear grind is crazy. And I feel bad. I feel bad complaining about the gear because I know every time I say something like that, there's somebody on the other side of the camera going, well, at least you have him. And so, yeah, I feel bad, okay? But I only have him at gear 10, and that's with dropping a little bit of coin to get him up. It's just so expensive to get him up.
How much did you drop to get him? Because I'll tell you how much I dropped. My channel paid for it, so...
Yeah, I didn't drop a penny. I was really lucky. Now I dropped like 200 for Darth Revan, but for Malak, I had Mission and Zalbar already farmed for territory battles or territory wars. I had all the characters for Sith Empire because I was blitzing those, and so I was good for the dark side version. All I needed to do was slap a Zeta on Juhani. She was the only one that was a bit behind, and I was good for the Malak event.
Nice.
I got lucky because I had fortunately farmed those characters because I wanted them for territory wars. What about you?
Right. So it was, I did an all-night stream. I basically started streaming at 9 o'clock and then all the way up until the event. And I ended up making a good amount of money to pay for $260 worth of, stuff. So it was 2 vaults and then the gear pack. And
You
then,
accepted donations?
I know, what a horrible guy.
Where's T-Money? No.
We're good with T-Money. Me and T-Money patched it up. We're all right now.
I have to make stabs at her because we had a territory wars where her guild absolutely destroyed us, and they wanted to make a bet. And I told her the only way I'd make a bet with her is if she got on a video and said that she loved the fact that you got your Darth Revan via donations.
I'm good with her. I talked to her this morning on the RSG stream, so we're good now. So it's all good. But so what is the plan for Malak in 3v3? Are you putting him... Where are you putting him? I mean, I'm debating. Mine's only G9. I don't know if I can trust him. It's gonna be hard. I mean, do you take HK out of that three Revan lead, Darth Revan lead, the Dark Basti, and then Malak?
Yeah, I think the best team, because HK. Here's the thing about HK: he takes a little bit to get going. Later in the battle, he's gonna start slinging. But at the beginning, these 3v3 matches you don't have as much time to do that, and so I feel like the best trio is going to be Malak, Darth Revan, and Dark Basti. That's what I personally would want to put on defense, and frankly, if I see that on defense, I'm gonna be pooping my pants because I don't know what to hit it with. The thing that I keep thinking of is just quick DPS, CLS Chewie Han. Hopefully that can, but I don't know. I haven't tested it yet, and so my personal philosophy is I'm gonna put him on defense and I'm gonna let my opponent figure it out.
Gotcha.
What about you?
Now, did you double Zeta him already? Which Zeta did you go with first?
I went with I don't have Zetas yet, and I have no Zetas on him.
So
I was
what are you
actually
gonna go
really
with
sad.
first?
So the one I want to get first is the one where he comes back when he gets to certain health level thresholds. That's the one.
Thresholds. Okay.
Yeah,
So
the other one
Jaws
adds
of
the
Life.
fear, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like that's really good too. I don't know.
I see. I read them both this morning because then I forgot to do it. But I read them both this morning. I had a Zeta Despair before lock in, and I didn't do it for whatever reason. And I felt like the Fear one would be more beneficial. But everybody was telling me this morning that the Jaws of Life is where you want to go, and that's the Threshold one. As long as you have enough health and protection mods on him to really allow him to hit those thresholds.
It makes him very, very frustrating to go against, in my opinion. And
will you see that frustration in 3v3 though? That's the question, right?
I mean, I think so because you have less. I mean, that's why I think you need high DPS. By the way, but I mean, less people there to take him on. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. He's an interesting wild card in 3v3. I think.
Now, did you scout your GA yet?
Yeah, I did. I'm not worried about round one. I haven't looked at anybody else. I just looked at my immediate opponent, and if I remember right, he didn't have Darth Revan or Malak, and he was sitting in like the 200s for arena. So
you got it.
I'm feeling okay for now.
So my guy's got them both. He's got Darth Revan and Malak. So
you're screwed.
It'll be interesting.
You're screwed.
Maybe
You're gonna lose. You suck.
But so just side note, I got to move my stream tomorrow night because I'm competing with Game of Thrones, and I'm going to lose that battle.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch the first episode?
Oh, baby, did I ever? I'm still trying to avoid eye contact with Bran after that episode.
We'll leave it at that, guys. No spoilers, but it was Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh man.
All right, guys. That wraps us up. We got 3 more topics to cover over on Cubs channel, and do join us over there, my brother. Any parting words for the haul tonight?
I just want to say that I like playing Galaxy of Heroes. It's a fun game.
It is a fun game. It's a very fun game.
That is all.
Don't feed the negativity, ladies and gentlemen. That is our sage advice from the hall tonight.
Indeed.
And we are out of here. Good night, guys.